Check, check. Anyways, how's it going? I should turn the volume up on the mic. It's already up. All right. So, just for fun. Well, somebody shows up. To be fair, I haven't made a video on this channel in a long time. My new channel is called Woodland Wizardry. If you want to follow me over there, that is for that's more for non tarot uh, talk. Lots of esoteric discussion and showing off my artwork. Speaking of which, I didn't draw that monkey. This is painted the frame. The monkey is from the 1960s. Oh, hey, somebody showed up and look. But yeah, I've found it. I found that drawing of a monkey inside of a book at McKay's used bookstore, and it said on the back like the kid's name. I think it was like his art teacher or something. It said "Monkey in Tree Practice Work 1969." So okay, 6 of Cups. 6 is the perfect number. In the Kabbalah, number 6 is a place of Tippurah. Here, beauty, balance, and harmony are located. Hence, the 6 of Cups shows innocent, happy children in an idyllic garden of a large home. Children are surrounded by lovely cups brimming with flowers. There's a sense of security and protection. Kindness is inherent in this card. The Crowley deck attributes Sun and Scorpio, meaning passion, depth of emotion, and spirituality. 6 of Cups are radiant like illuminated lanterns. The flower pots, the flower roots are strong and golden, unlike the knotted roots of the previous card. There is a flow, balance, and symmetry. One can be receptive to life experiences and emotions. Here, the pleasure of the 3 of Cups is doubled. Divinatory meaning: enjoy life with ease, happiness, and well being. Harmonious giving and receiving. Relationships and emotional states are enjoyable, creative, and sensual. Yeah. So take the message if it resonates, y'all. All these messages are not going to be for everybody, but I try to make them kind of non-specific compared to some, so that more people can get something out of them. So, since nobody showed up yet, I'm gonna pull a cosmic creature. Yeah, maybe somebody will watch this later. And this will be exactly what they need to hear. Oh, please go follow my other page, y'all, so I can go live over there. I need 25 subscribers to do that. And last I checked, I only have like 10. And to be fair, I haven't done a video there in a few months. I'm trying to write a book, so it's actually worth doing to make YouTube videos. It's kind of frustrating how few people they end up showing my channel to, but I learned my lesson. We're not supposed to talk about healthy things, I guess. We're just only supposed to talk about spiritual things. Definitely not anything that doesn't belong in the spiritual category. You might be getting thousands of views and then like suddenly 5. But it's okay. It's okay. It's a learning experience. On the deck, you got the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Yeah, this Cosmic Creatures deck is overall my favorite because, I drive for Uber a lot because the drunkies need to get home and people need to get to work in the morning. And I have found that I actually get a lot better tips when I hand this book to almost every person, unless they're on their phone or something. I hand this book to them and say, pick a random page or your spirit animal, and it'll be exactly what you need to read. And they always say it is, almost always. Phoenix. PH. The ultimate keeper of fire, the phoenix burns brightly with flickering flames, eternally gracing the worlds between the portals of death and rebirth. The phoenix is a powerful creature of mythology, represented as a magnificent firebird in cultures across the world. The phoenix is full of fortitude, and it appears in your life to bring a message of second chances. At the end of its life, the phoenix bursts into flames and is reborn again, rising from its ashes. You too can rise from the ashes, strengthening your resolve to overcome any challenges you face. In your lifetime, you may meet many different versions of yourself, coming alive when you're ready to be transformed. Let the element of fire transmute the old parts of you to be born again, creating a bigger, brighter version of yourself that your past selves will be proud of. Oh wow. We have our first person ever in the chat. This is my first live. Uh, hello, Holistic Self TV. Um, yes, you can ask for a general reading. Um, I mean, since you're the first person in the chat, you can ask me a question that I will ask the cards, or keep it to yourself and just think of a question, and we will see what they have to say. So, what is your question? Okay. So, I have a lot of tarot and oracle decks. I'm just going to pull one from the Line Strider Tarot that I also got at McKay's. This was like $20 well spent, because like all the drawings are channeled and it comes with this giant book with a lot of really cool pictures in it. So we'll pull one from this and maybe an oracle card too. Like I just shuffle them until they jump out of the deck. The King of Swords. See it? Such cool drawings. Okay. King of Swords. Cups. Wands. Okay. Found it. Confidence, authority, truth, wisdom, integrity, legal issues, action, ideas, strength, honor, harshness, judgment, split personality. Might be a Gemini. The King of Swords is intelligent, truthful, and a strong ally. He believes in order, systems, and the value of following the rules. He is often a boss, employer, mentor, or community figure. His strengths are many: intellect, good judgment, a tactical mind. However, he can also be cold, harsh, and inflexible. This card may show up when you need to take your heart out of a situation and bring your intellect to the table instead. Sometimes you must use the sword of wisdom and facts to cut to the truth of a matter. This may be especially true when your heart is clouding your judgment. Sounds familiar. You may also see this card when you are required to deal with a strong king like character or when you have become one yourself. In a reading, the King of Swords is particularly powerful in the present position. So court cards often represent people in your life. Ask yourself, does there's a strong, intelligent male figure that has power over your current situation? This could be a boss, your father, a love interest that has dominion over your thoughts. Tighten up your act. Try to do some damage control. You may need some positive things to emphasize in order to take focus away from past mistakes. The king's negative side is seen when the card is reversed. I don't count reversals, but I read it anyways. He can represent an overly intellectual approach to human matters, and the cards may be telling you that approach can place you at a disadvantage. The mind cannot always solve the problems we must face. Are you judging others too harshly? You allowed your intellect to impede your ability to empathize with the suffering of others. Are you dealing with someone who is overly judgmental, distant, or cold? Hopefully that helps. Oh, hi, Mimi. Okay. Yes, I will pull one for you in just a second. Actually, I'll pull one for you now, and then I'll pull an oracle card for both of you guys. Pull one from you from the Siddhartha Tarot. It's my first tarot deck ever. I got it from Ritual and Remedy in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and the girl Lisa who owns that place was nice enough to sit on the floor with me and pull a bunch of cards out and show me how it all worked. And she said, you're supposed to just pick the one that jumps out at you. And I didn't even see any of the other decks. That was just like the only one I saw. And I knew that it was meant to be in my possession. And, it's like, obviously it's something, I feel like I've done this in a past life or something. These things are just, I don't know. It's like I already know how to do it almost. I'm going to shuffle these until one jumps out of the deck. And then we'll read what it says in the book. Whoa. You got two of them. Oh my god, and they're both majors. Mimi, this means that you probably have major changes coming in your life because the major arcanas usually represent big things happening. So you got the, let's see, in the right place. Oh, sorry, it's kind of R-rated. Got the Lovers card. This is a Gemini card. See my Gemini twin? If you want a dope tattoo, go see my good friend Nikki Bettini, Picnic Tattoos on Instagram at the Wolf and the Witch in Chattanooga, Tennessee. First, we will read what it says in the Buddhist book because it's a little different than the others. The Lovers card. Okay. Lovers. Bodhisattva is now in union with his consort. The choice to unite leads to the clear light of mind. Union, choice to make, pleasure, search for sexuality, love in the spiritual world, cheerfulness, social life, aesthetics, falling in love, ideal in reality, first steps in the joy of existing. I'll read what it says in here too. The next archetype on the tarot journey is the blissful lovers. This card balances and unites the extremes of the freedom-loving energies of the first four cards, Fool, Magician, Priestess, and Empress, the dominating energies of the last two cards, Emperor and Hierophant. Lovers is a blending of male and female, is ruled by the androgynous astrology sign of Gemini. The tarot card illustrates the sacred marriage of dark and light within one's own being, synthesis of the subjective and knowing inner self and the outer and active observing self. Part of the lover's mastery is the exhilaration and passion of falling in love. On a spiritual level, this card represents the marriage of duality. Both decks show a couple joined in happy union. The Rider-Waite deck, the nude female figure like Eve in the Garden of Eden, stands beside a fruited tree which is encoiled by the wise serpent. The nude male stands beside a flaming tree of life and passion. Instead of being separated as in the biblical tale, this couple is united. Their union is blessed by an angel. In the Crowley deck, the couple is blessed by a godlike figure. This deck also indicates light and dark, adults and children, and the red lion and white eagle of alchemy. Blindfolded Cupid, the son of Venus, is posed to shoot his arrow of love. Hebrew letter at the bottom of the lover's card is Zain, meaning sword. And you got the wheel too. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. Like, I can't really say what it means for you, but it could mean that a potential suitor that may be coming into your life is the right one, but only if you're compatible and the timing is right, and helps have things in common, and every star in the universe is aligned. I recommend making people earn your trust, though, instead of giving it to them all at once. Learn that one the hard way. After the rebirth of the Judgment card is the world/universe, a final card in the Fool's Journey. All the bounty, wonder, and joy of the world and universe is here for us to enjoy. Its final card, the pinnacle of all 78 cards in the tarot, symbolizes freedom, wholeness, and attainment. The world is ruled by the planet Saturn. It required a great deal of time, work, dedication, and discipline to arrive at this final point on the Fool's quest. What is completed is strong and long-lasting. Accomplishment in the world cannot be easily snatched away. The Rider-Waite shows a victorious female figure draped in purple cloth, dancing within the green circle of life. She holds a wand in each hand. Named the universe in the Crowley Thoth deck, this card also shows a figure dancing in the green circle, but she dances with the powerful serpent, symbolic of the Kundalini life force energy. In both decks, the four elements are shown in their fixed modalities. Blah, blah, blah. Realization of the unlimited beauty and wonder of the world. The universe is abundant as you dance the dance of life and no fulfillment. Yes, hopefully that was helpful. I will do a animal apothecary for you guys now, if you're still here. Oh wow, 4 people watching. Hello, y'all. If anybody has a question, let me know, and I will ask the cards. Keep it to yourself. But it'll probably be more accurate if you tell me what your question is. Take the message if it resonates, and leave the rest for somebody else. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Breakthrough. action leads to success. Sometimes that means stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's like I did a few minutes ago when I set all this up. But yeah, now it's not just scary. Now we're having fun. And, it's like, who cares if nobody shows up? I'll have fun all by myself. I'll do a reading for myself with my spirit guides if nobody shows up. But y'all did show up. Wow, 5 people. Oh my God. Maybe I'll do this more often. Y'all are lucky. Just kidding. Okay, action leads to success. It's the first one on this deck. Oh, this is I follow this girl on YouTube. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. The Animal Apothecary by Cara Elizabeth. She has a super cool YouTube channel and does like free live workshops and stuff. But yeah, she like designed and illustrated this whole deck, and I'm so proud of that girl. Yeah, follow her, the Cara Elizabeth Speaks, and follow my other page, Pretty Please, so I can go live on there too. Woodland Wizardry. So action leads to success. It's like a no-brainer, but something that we should know, but sometimes we don't always live like we know this. Just my light. There we go. Okay. Much like the wait, that's the introduction. There. Okay. Page 2. The 6 dragons reference the I Ching's first hexagram, the creative. In Chinese tradition, dragon creates great fortune for those who encounter him. Dragon is of service to those in need. The acts are benevolent and not self-serving. Dragon assists humans on their journey towards ascension. The presence of 6 dragons, one of the most promising cards in the deck, foretells a successful outcome if you take the inspiration running through you and turn it into action. The collective power of the 6 dragons holds the medicine of the first 6 cards in the deck. Meditate upon these cards, as they are a roadmap for the journey towards success. All humans hold dragon power. It is the energy within that we direct outwardly to create what we desire. It can be considered a masculine energy, one of the initiator, the doer, the spirit of action. Commit to overcoming any roadblocks, and even if fear rains down on you, do it anyways. The medicine of this card is a sign to fully submit to what you want to manifest and then initiate. Know, however, that self-centered desires will have limited success. Work diligently and do not expect an immediate reward. Dragon does not focus on fantasies of future possibilities, but acts in the now. Disciplined persistence is required. Do the work, but do not focus on how the outcome will manifest. Do the work and life will guide you. 6 Dragons Medicine shares that what your heart deeply desires you can achieve, but you're advised to be wise in your creation. Any man can create heaven or hell on this earth. It is your choice as to which. The 6 dragons ask you to make sure your wishes are in alignment for what is best for you and for all the creatures of this earth. If you truly come from your heart and take dedicated action toward your goal, the 6 dragons will assist you and lead you to supreme success. Their medicine calls for you to come from your heart and take action now. Abundance and prosperity follow. Hi, Jessica. Yes, you can get a general reading. You can tell me your question, or I will just pull a card and read what it says. And like I said, take the message if it resonates. This is an exercise in your intuition, which we should all be doing our best to develop. Learn how to hear from your angel guides. Um, yeah, tarot's not for everybody, but find some kind of way that you can get to know. And I will say this: like, if you are going to work with spirits, angels vibrate at a high frequency, so we have to raise our vibration by putting the right kind of gas in our tank and getting sunshine on our skin, hitting the skate park, getting your cardio in, get your feet in the dirt, take supplements from a reputable source, um, and and yeah, like, come up with some ways to connect with your spirit guide. I mean, like, some people have been scared out of doing this kind of thing, but it's like, what are angels for if not to help us out, if not to show us the best move on the chessboard in every situation? So yeah, that's always my best advice. Raise your frequency, get to know your angel guides. This is the other one that came out. Breakthrough. I feel like this is for you, Jessica. So I will read this one and then we will pull another card for you. And whoever is still hanging out in the chat afterwards. um, breakthrough. Number 29. Breakthrough. Lizard brain. I was just talking about lizard brains earlier today. I've learned to not associate with my lizard brain. Just like see it as like a completely different character that hardly ever has your best interest in mind. Okay. The medicine of this card comes through when you are about to level up and have an amazing breakthrough, but you must be made aware that your lizard brain may attempt self-sabotage. The eye opening in this image is likened to a seed ripping open to become self-realized. The reptile head on the bottom of the card represents our unconscious reptilian brain. The limbic system. This part of your brain represents fear, fight, flight, addictions, and other emotional behaviors. It hates change and thinks it can keep you safe by pulling you back from taking important risks that can lead to great success. The lizard brain will drown you in fear of potential failure and tell you to stay in a job or relationship that makes you miserable because there is a strange safety in the familiarity of what you know. Sounds familiar. Hey, at least you know it's horrible. So that's safe, right? Wrong. This is just some of the garbage logic of the lizard brain, the master of self sabotage. Wow. I definitely needed to read this. This card is about surpassing the prehistoric programming of our beliefs and behaviors to evolve into who we know we can be. The art of your breakthrough is the determined effort to be constantly questioning your perception. Take a moment to analyze a current obstacle or moment of resistance you're dealing with. This obstacle is the golden nugget moment to challenge your perception. Examine the story in your mind's eye. Even being aware that you just got hijacked by a lizard brain doesn't necessarily dispel all the worry running through your body. At this moment, you may have to just move forward while still feeling fear and not believing fully in yourself. but the action of going forward is what will lead you to the critical breakthrough. Yeah, seriously, y'all, buy her deck. It's on Amazon. It's my, definitely top 3 favorite Oracle decks of all times. And yeah, like I said, follow her on YouTube, Cara Elizabeth Speaks, Cara Elizabeth Speaks. Hope that helped, Jessica. If you're still with me, I want to pull another card. Should we do one from the Thoth deck? Do I have any Thoth fans in the house? So, Thoth is, believe it or not, he's the head of my spiritual team. Another masterpiece by Nikki Bikini. Picnic Tattoos on Instagram. Is the Emperor. It's the number 4. And I drew him, or kind of like remixed the picture of Thoth from the Wikipedia page, and like cut him off at the knees and like drew that little cloud. And just so happened that he fit perfectly over this guy that I'd already done on myself. He was just like got the umbrella and was like, oh no. We were trying to figure out how to put him. I was like, oh my god, he fits like he was meant to be right there. So the tiger, yeah, she did the tiger. That's a strength card. Like these guys, I guess, like share the Fool position. This is the Empress. This one was done by Tara at Ancient Soul. Nikki did my Gemini twin. I'm obsessed with it still. Yeah, I'll show you guys more of my tattoos later. For now, we're gonna pull one of these spooky Thoth cards. They're not that spooky. Thought they were when I first got them. It's not fun to get the despair card or the ruin card. There's probably a reason for it if you do. Whoa. You get Knight of Discs, which are kind of like pentacles. You're gonna see the pentacles I tattooed on myself the other day. So Nikki did this one. She actually redid this one that I kind of messed up, or like didn't go deep enough, and she like relined them. But I butchered his hand pretty bad, so I just like they're supposed to have a pentacle on the table anyways, represent 4 elements with spirit. It's not a devil worship sign. So yeah, I covered up his janky hand with the 1 pentacle and gave the monkey magician she did pentacle yo-yo. You can see the abracadabra, and she did the. Can you see it? You can see it a little bit. What's the Tetragrammaton? Eliphas Levi. And this was done by my invisible art teacher in the 1800s, Austin Osmond Spare. My invisible friend. No, it is not weird to have an invisible friend. We need to normalize this. You need to normalize getting to know your angel guides by name. Comes with the territory. When you were exiting the age of Pisces, since the fish, the dark age of religion, and entering the age of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, where you don't need a middleman to approach the divine. You're not going to go to hell for playing with the Aleister Crowley tarot cards. Whoa. You're jumping out everywhere. Okay. You got the Three of Swords, the Strife card. But you also got the Success card. I feel like this is supposed to be like a past, present, future since we got three. So we will put them in that order. Success. Hooray. In the present, strife in the past. In the future, we have whatever that is. Can't always read the writing of the bottom. Okay. I'll look this up in this book. Ten of Cups. I know that's a good one because it's a lot of cups. But cups represent emotions. So it's like, is that too many emotions? Is there such a thing as too many emotions? There might be. Oh, I picked up the wrong book. 10 of Cups. Where are you guys from, anyways? Are any of y'all in the chat still? Somebody say hello if they're actually in the chat room paying attention to this. The Ten of Cups is a culmination of the element water. The Rider-Waite deck shows a happy family under a cup rainbow. Domestic happiness and general contentment are indicated. The Crowley deck shows the 10 cups in a tree of life pattern. The Kabbalistic tree of life is a map of the universe. Every place or Sephiroth on the tree is illuminated with a flowing cup. The astrological attribute of Mars and Pisces denotes Mars's fierce energy softened by the inherent sweetness of Pisces. Yet the Piscean energy is alive and active under Mars influence. The word on the Crowley deck is satiety. That's why I couldn't read it. I've never heard that word before. The state of being satisfied. This card is especially fortunate for all types of relationships, especially romance. So if your card was a romantic one, or yeah, if your question was about a romantic thing, that is in the future position, and that's a very good sign that as long as you play your cards right and actually do your best, I feel like tarot is about like the path you're on. Or I've heard somebody say this, and like. In the Led Zeppelin song, there's still time to change the road you're on or whatever until there's not. But yeah, in the future position, you have a very satisfactory outcome, especially in your romantic life. But yeah, it goes without saying, only if you do your best and play your cards right. You're not just going to sit on your butt and then, like find yourself one day with the love of your life next to you. You know what I mean? It's like, in order to have a good catch, we have to be a good catch. And, you can pull tarot cards till you're blue in the face, and none of them will show you how to do that. You actually do that by following the golden rule. You know what I mean? Like thinking, what am I looking for in a person? Do I want somebody who like goes to the gym and has an active lifestyle and is fun to be around, is a positive person, a person that doesn't flip out over the dumbest things, Are they someone who I can bring to meet my family and they're not going to embarrass me. Like, so many things, that go into making someone a good catch. But it usually means that somebody's done the work. They have their finances in order, and they know what they're talking about. They got money coming in, and hopefully ready to start a family or whatever. It's like, so imagine dating yourself, like that's really what we should do, like, while we're working on ourselves, is, date yourself, date your spirit guides, date date your god or goddess, or your higher self. We don't need other people to validate our existence. I don't know who needs to hear that. I'm sure one of you 4 people probably did. Hi, Jessica from Canada. Hi, Libra goddess. I have this is actually my first tattoo. The Libra sign on my forefinger. Or this is one of the first ones I did before I knew the difference between a liner and a shader. But yeah, I am also an air sign. Some people call us airheads, but I resemble that statement. Okay, 6 of Pentacles is success. In the present position, this is a very good card to have in the present position. Let's call me Captain Obvious. But yeah, if I could pick a card to put in the present position, it would probably be the success card. That is the 6 of discs, which represent material things. 6 of Pentacles disc is a card of prosperity and material success. The Rider-Waite deck shows a merchant distributing coins to the poor. He holds a scale, a symbol of balance. Are we just talking about Libras? He kindly shares his wealth, guided by principles of justice. Success is the word on the bottom of the Crowley 6 of discs. A balanced mandala is surrounded by symbols of planets. The astrological attribute is Moon in Taurus, meaning that the central qualities of Taurus, the gentle bull, I thought it was a raging bull. The gentle bull are best expressed through the receptive emotions of the moon. Business success, prosperity, riches, beautiful surroundings, good health, and abundance. Yeah, 5 of Wands is in the past position. It says strife on it. I think it's self-explanatory. So we will skip the divinatory meaning of the 5 of Wands and just assume that means that we are moving away from our all the strife in our past, and this includes protecting our energy at all costs and telling new people, in my opinion, we tell new people 1 strike and you're out policy. Tell them up front, like, I protect my energy at all costs. If you break the golden rule with me, or you bring me down or whatever without a very good reason, I'll make myself very scarce. Use absence to increase respect. Now, because I feel like I have to do this because I come in contact with so many people, and I am here to help people raise their frequency one way or another, and tell them what they need to hear to find happiness. There are a lot of pitfalls in life, and most people I run into seem to have fallen into most of them. So we're going to pull one from the Dreamscape Oracle. Check out from Ritual and Remedy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. and it's hard to shuffle because there's not very many cards, but the pictures on them are so beautiful, and the meanings in the book are just they're very dreamy. As you could probably imagine. Whoa. Got the Selkie. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Not safe for work. And the Seer. Okay. There's the Selkie. Oh, what's this silence? Here it is. Scottish mythology, Selkies are shape-shifting creatures who can change from seals to humans by shedding their skin. Myths say that if a man finds a female Selkie's discarded skin, they can marry the Selkie while she's in her human body. The man hides the skin, trapping her against her true nature, never allowing her to return to the era and her kin. The only way for a Selkie to receive her freedom is to find and take back her skin. Male Selkies are unusually handsome and lure women to them. They are also where we get the myth of the merfolk. Fun fact. Meanings. Feeling like your freedom is compromised. There is a loss of self-control. And I will say this, in my humble opinion, freedom is your most important commodity. And my definitions of good and evil, at least one of them, is good is anything that promotes freedom to pursue your true will, not just your lizard brain will, the true will of your higher self. And anything that destroys freedom is evil. So yeah, protect your freedom and your energy at all costs. If you're in a relationship and they try to limit your freedom, kick rocks. It's not worth it unless you think it is. But yeah, I don't need somebody else to validate my existence. And I am not willing to pay literally any price to have a warm body in my bed at night like some people. I don't know who that's for, but it's for somebody. Okay, 33 this year. Very magical number. They know. They have the power to open their third eye and to see past what is known and peer right into the unknown. The seer honors the gifts the gods have bestowed upon them. They allow their imagination to tell them what will come and how to manage the flow of information. Snakes wrap around their neck, protecting, defending all the woods and visions of the seer. Going up to meet them invokes the will of the gods. Are you ready to hear what they have to tell you? Can you handle the news they will tell you about what is coming into your life, for better or for worse? Meanings. Listen to the universe in order to bring the dreams of insight. Locate the balance between fate and free will. How's it going, Jessica, Libra Goddess, Holistic Self TV? Are any of y'all still with me? If anybody's watching me, please say hello in the chat. I'll probably keep doing this for a while if somebody's actually paying attention. Yeah, that was a Dreamscape Oracle. I'm a big fan of this. Beautiful. Okay. So, put my cards away. Where is everybody from? Other than Jessica, who's from Canada. I've been to Toronto. Which part of Canada are you from, Jessica? Actually DJ'd at a club in Toronto called Surface one time with Marty McFly. I think I was the only one there who wasn't on Molly. They all look like they took some really good stuff too. And I do not condone that or anything unpronounceable, by the way, because if you can't pronounce it, probably does not belong in your body. But there are exceptions to that. And but there's probably a natural solution for every kind of ailment. I kept falling on my left wrist skateboarding last year, and my whole arm went numb, and I couldn't feel my left arm at all. Like the whole thing was numb. And I went to this place called Nutrition World in Chattanooga, and I got this stuff called Healthy Feet and Nerves, and they fixed it for like $23, y'all. 23. That would have been like $5,000 if I went to the hospital with no health insurance. But yeah, I don't recommend you guys, instead of getting health insurance, spend that money at a reputable nutrition store. But I would not blame you if you did that. Okay, let's pull another tarot card. All right, I guess we're back to the cat tarot because I gave away a couple of my tarot decks to two of the goddesses in my life that I tend to put on higher pedestals than others. But hopefully they'll actually use them. All right, think of your question. Hi, Tarot Destroyer. Hope you're doing well. Is anybody else in the chat? Oh, wow. We still got one person in here. And I'm almost at an hour. 3 likes. Wow. If I keep doing this, people will show up. If you build it, they will come. No. Oh my God, they went everywhere. Okay. This one fell on the floor by itself. The tower. I love that it's a cat tower with, like cats jumping off the cat tower with lightning crashing out the window. I mean, and what it means is, what it looks like it means is, it feels like a real tower moment. You know what I mean? Like you're in some kind of castle that's under siege or being burned to the ground. But in reality, it's just lightning striking out the window and scaring you off your cat tower. Hopefully that's all it is. I get a feeling, at least for some of you guys that are listening, that's what I'm being guided to say. And you also have, oh wow, we have the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, King of Wands. Just love these. And the King of Swords. Oh yeah, and we pulled the King of Pentacles out of the Crowley deck. Totally forgot about that one. Okay. I'll read you what the Cat Tarot book says. The Tower. Anyone home? If you're paying attention, please say hi in the chat and tell me where you're from. The Tower represents sudden and unexpected change, chaos, and upheaval. Everything may be thrown into question. Oh, by the way, please follow my other page, Woodland Wizardry, so I can go live on there too. I am absolutely begging you, please go follow me on my other page. Um, the tower is the foundation you have built carefully over time. The lightning strike seen through the window tells us that this unexpected change comes from a source far greater than ourselves. You feel you have no power or control. Two cats dive from the tower, clearly startled and unsure of what is happening. Falling down, you are humbled. But what if you leap? You may be trying to avoid changes that are inevitable. There's no way to do this, but fear not. Tearing down and rebuilding is necessary, and things will work out in the end. You will land on your feet. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. You have an abundance. Don't forget that it's thanks to generosity and aid from others. That is one full belly you have there. If you've been blessed with more treats than others, perhaps it's time to share that which has been so freely given to you. Generosity begets generosity, so pay it forward with gifts from outside, nuzzles, and headbutts. uh, yes, treats are headed your way, but for some reason you won't be able to hang on to them. Be careful about taking an eye off your bounty. It could also be your own self-centeredness that allows good fortune to slip through your paws. The universe gives and takes away. That's both. Wait, five of, I guess that's five of cups. One, two, three. Yeah, there's five cups on there. I wish it actually said what suit it was. Sometimes it's like really hard to tell from these pictures. Um, oh, but I did get a couple of these cards tattooed on me. I'll show you guys real fast. Can you see the cats right here? I'm not gonna show you my butt, but that is that's the lover's card from the cat tarot, and this is the lover's card from another cat tarot that Nikki Bettini did on me, my favorite tattoo artist of the 30 I've probably had by now. Picnic Tattoos on Instagram. Go get a tattoo from Nikki Bettini, West. Five of Cups. A warning, there may be loss, sorrow, departure, or spiritual exhaustion, but rest assured all is not lost. It's hard to not focus on our empty bowls. There may be some confusion, endings, or disappointment on the horizon. Perhaps it's time for a change of scenery, especially if it puts some distance between you and those causing you anguish. There is no turning back, but you'll move on. A bridge in the distance is a good sign, leading you to where you're supposed to be. Friends and family may provide fresh bowls and help you move forward. Or it can mean it looks like it's onward and upward from here on out. Healing is close at hand. Get out of the world for a little fresh air and a change of perspective. Pick up the pieces, reemerge. It's a good time to start a new project or relationship. Take the message that resonates to you the most. And that is your message. King of Wands. I love these cards. Oh, I'll show you guys my first magic wand that I ever made. I glued an aventurine stone to it. You can barely see I carved the Gemini twin sign in there. Yeah, you see it. And this is like my favorite crystal of all time. This happened to fit perfectly on the top. And I just happened to walk into Home Depot and ask them for exactly 10 feet of copper, which is exactly what went on here. And then my angel guide said that I would find something for the handle in this miscellaneous box in this very room. And I dug through it, and sure enough, a 100-year-old piece of copper from a lap steel slide guitar that I flipped a few years ago. Didn't realize I kept the slide part, so it's glued it on there. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Make a magic wand. Use it to make your dreams come true. Or I'll make one for you for like $100. King of Wand. King of Wands. Found you. King of Wands is everything a leader should be. Strong, powerful, ambitious, and experienced. Crowns on the curtains are no coincidence. You were born to lead, so it's time to act like it. Take control of your life before leading others, but don't hesitate to take advantage of an opportunity that presents itself. The king is pure fire, a natural role model, ruler of the jungle. Go roar. This could also mean decisive is one thing, impulsive and hasty is another. That kind of weakness comes across as ineffective and makes for a poor role model. The kitten will only be king once he has matured and worked to become dependable and trustworthy. Is anybody still watching? Please say hello in the chat if you're still watching. King of Swords. Intellectual and analytical in the service of finding a solution. Clear communication is the strong suit. That doesn't mean he's beyond chasing a butterfly or two. Behold your brave leader. This royal brings his smarts and his power to govern, to bear fearlessly and wisely. He's very focused on the task at hand, furry head ruling the heart, to the point of seeming unemotional and impersonal. Don't mistake the butterflies for frivolity. They actually symbolize transformation and growth. Well, hello to my one person watching. I really appreciate you watching. You're the only reason I'm still going. Okay. We'll pull another oracle card. Oh, we got 2 people watching now. Heck yeah. So I'm going to pull an oracle card from you guys from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, who also did this Wisdom Oracle deck, which I got from McKay's as well. And I am a huge fan of that deck too. We'll pull one from that one next, actually, and you will want to stick around for that. It's a really cool deck. Do not sleep on the Wisdom Oracle. Or these Animal Oracle cards. I tell you what. I like it that I don't have to read a whole freaking page to get the point across with these. I might have to chase it around the room like a butterfly. Butterfly. Sugar. Great. Transformation is beautiful. And, you know, sometimes we're in these in-between phases in our life where everything seems kind of up in the air, everything's transitionary, nothing's like solid or stable. And just remember, that's probably how a caterpillar feels inside of its cocoon. It's becoming a butterfly. It's probably a very uncomfortable experience, but it's good when we know that this is what's happening to us, and it's not just something we look at in hindsight, because we can purposely uh, take our time with the transformation process and nourish ourselves, give our bodies what it needs to metamorphosize, and uh, yeah, if we go into it consciously, I mean, kind of like I was hearing today that if you read before bed instead of just doom scrolling, you can actually uh, have lucid dreams a little easier, and that allows you to reprogram your subconscious. Who knew? But yeah, 10 out of 10. Keep a dream journal by the bed and write down everything you remember about your dreams the next day. And don't try to interpret them, just look for patterns at first. Um, I learned that from the most famous magic book of all time, which I got on Audible and highly recommend. It's called Modern Magic with a CK on the end. But yeah, they're like every magic book is basically saying that's super important. Um, get a good night's sleep and record your dreams. Whoa. Owl spirit. Can see clearly now. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. It's beautiful. And that plan just happens to be the thing that we'd be the happiest doing out of all the different possibilities. I know that in this world, we're bombarded by stimulation from every angle, and we really have to focus, like zoom in on the things that are important and try to like block everything else out, because you'll never get anything done if you have too many irons in the fire. and and or if you don't block out some of the chatter, and actually hear what your angel guides are trying to tell you, which is not it's not something that you don't want to hear in the long run. It's something you do want to hear, because it's the thing that they're trying to help you achieve the life that you would be the happiest doing, because all of our souls seem to have some kind of contract with the universe, to do certain things. And yeah, if you want to find happiness, that is probably where it is to be found. And sing your own song. Doesn't matter if you're off key. How do people get good at singing? They probably sound like crap at first, and then they keep doing it anyways until their vocal cords get strengthened or whatever, and it becomes easier for them. Their voice sounds better, and they're hitting the right notes, But yeah, it's not. It wouldn't be very interesting at all if everybody sounded the same. Everybody has their own little timbre in their voice, and everybody has experiences that nobody else has had. Like, do not despise, aka count of no value, the things you've been through. I feel like everybody should start a YouTube page where they tell about their experiences, no matter how mundane or uninteresting they think they are, because you've been through things that nobody else has had. Do not take your experiences for granted, and actually learn from them. It's not a mistake unless you repeat it. Ugh. All right. Vulture spirit, nothing wasted. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Is anybody still here? One of y'all like say hello in the chat and let me know where you're from and if you have a question that you would like me to ask the cards. Okay. These. So, which one should we pull out? Oh yeah, we said we were going to do the wisdom oracle next for the one person still watching. Wisdom oracle. Oh wow, 4 people watching. Okay, so if you're watching this, this is for you, and you came at the right time because this is a really cool tarot deck. Or no, it's the oracle deck. Sorry, wisdom oracle. If you have any questions that you would like to ask this thing, now is a great time to preferably ask them out loud. Wow. By the buck. By the buck. That's how we're doing it. Reminds me, I've been playing chess for a long time, and and it applies to a lot of things where you have to learn things by the book first before you learn how to break the rules. Kind of like with music, you have to learn the chord progressions that 95% of songs are written with, and then you see interesting ways to throw in some weird sounding chords in there and still make it sound good. By the book. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, and universal laws. The oracle's message. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, attraction, thought, compensation, and nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Let's do another one. Shall we? ericzbd on Cash App. I will do this a lot more often if somebody else send me a few bucks. I found out my transmission needs replacing and it's going to be twice as much as I thought it was going to be. $7,200, and I have to miss work because I drive for Uber, at the moment. But I'm writing a book. I signed up with publishing.com and spent $10,000. But I have a publishing coach and all, but also $500 a month payments. I got to get this book written. Yeah, I'll send you a free copy if you just shoot me an email. woodlandwizardry78, the number 7, the number 8 at gmail.com. I'll send you a free copy as soon as it's done. It should be done by the end of the month, actually. To be fair. Number 38. Balance, justice, the need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. We're just talking about that. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there's an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There's much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is a mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Prosperity. Now is a time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is a gift to you and your partners and colleagues. It's also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Protection. Injustice and inequality are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righten and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain: if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Hello to all four of you in the that are watching me right now. Nobody in the chat, please say hello. If you can literally hear me, anybody, make it to a keyboard, say hello, tell me where you're from.